Hello, my friend, and welcome to my channel. For today's session, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be going through a guided meditation for welcoming presence. I mentioned that I wanted to do a kind of beginner's meditation here, walk you through a meditation in real time. Many of you expressed interest in that, both here in the comments and also reaching out to me. So thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to do my best to incorporate ASMR into this session as a further means of welcoming you to this present moment, sometimes connecting with our senses, what we hear, what we smell, what we taste, what we feel, these can all help us more deeply connect with the present moment. So I'm going to start by doing a bit of spraying in your aura. I'm hoping that you can hear the sounds of the storm outside. It's a very stormy night, or a day depending on when you're receiving this. But here it's a very stormy night. I'm going to chat a little bit about meditation before we begin. So I will do my best to remember to leave a timestamp in the comments, and if I forget, please let me know down there. So let's start, if you're open to it, by taking a few deep, rejuvenating breaths. You can take these however you feel most comfortable. In through the nose, out through the nose, in through the mouth, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Mouth, out through the nose, however you feel most comfortable and supported. We want to begin here by lowering our heart rate. Deep but comfortable, rejuvenating breaths. There are many different types of meditation. There are visualization meditations, breath work, and breathing meditations, meditations for emotional healing, such as inner child healing meditations. There are meditations to wake you up, help you start the day off right. Meditations to help you go to sleep. There are all kinds of meditations, and many of these meditations have different specific intentions. The meditation that we are going to be engaging in today, that I will be guiding you through, is a meditation for presence. So one aspect here is that you might have thoughts arise. In fact, I would wager each and every one of you will have thoughts come up during this meditation if you're choosing to engage at some point. The idea that we want to cleanse our mind of thought for many feels difficult to grasp and maybe even intimidating. For me and for this meditation, this will not be our objective. Our objective will simply be, when a thought arises, to begin to recognize the thought. So if we are engaging in presence, connecting with the sound of me tapping on this bottle, perhaps, or maybe connecting with someone talking in another room where you are, or the feel of the floor beneath you, or the temperature in the room, and then all of a sudden we are down a thought spiral, almost as if we're waking up, recognizing that we are thinking about something that's not right here, right now. So our objective is to recognize, to sort of wake up from those moments where we are pulled down a thought tunnel and what I would then encourage you to do is to return home. Your home could be the sounds around you, the sounds that you hear here. Could be my voice. Again, the way you feel physically. Could be your breath. I would encourage you in this highly personal practice to find home. I believe home is now, this present moment. This present moment, which is the only moment that exists. This present moment, here, right now. These different ways home through our senses, typically. Those are the paths that can lead us back. But for now, we can call any of those home as well, since hopefully they will guide you here, right now. Alright. I'm going to light a candle, set our intention, and then we'll begin our meditation. Okay? This beautiful white candle, wonderful for purity, and this present moment I see as wholly pure. So this is a reminder that when we allow ourselves to return to this beautiful present moment, we are wholly pure in this moment. A friend of mine gave me this candle and this beautiful candle holder. Lovely friend. Right. So, on behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered and aligned self, in loving comfort and perfect balance, I wish to guide you on this meditation today for welcoming, presence, for connecting with the present moment. If you would like it to clarify or specify, or maybe even set your own intention for this meditation, I will leave the flame open for you to do so now. As long as it's in service of your and everyone else's highest, wisest selves, I will honor that intention, see it through time and space, to where and whenever you're receiving the session. Lovely, I'm going to place this here beside me. It's a gorgeous the wax strips in such a beautiful way on this candle. It's so delicate. It creates this weeping, beautiful wax sculpture. I love it. So I'll place this here. Okay. So I'd like for you now to arrive in as comfortable a position as possible. Whatever that means for you. Whether you are seated or lying down, or hey, maybe you're standing. Whatever position you happen to be in, do your best to fully relax in this position. If there is anything that you can do physically, any adjustments that you can make to help you feel more comfortable, I encourage you now to adjust anything that might need adjusting. Stretch anything that might want to be stretched. And generally, just begin to attune to your body. So the first thing I would like to ask you to do, now that you are hopefully feeling comfortable, if you're still arriving in comfort, then you can take your time with that. What I'd like to ask you to do here is to begin to bring your attention into your physical body, and on your next comfortable inhale, I would encourage you to invite a sense of curiosity into your physical body. We can start at the crown of your head and just bring our attention into this space. We can move down and start to see what is present physically in my forehead area. Perhaps you're furrowing your brow, or maybe even you're holding your jaw and that tension is creating a little bit of discomfort in the temples or even in the back of the head. So if that's the case, then we really just want to bring attention here, okay? Just bring attention. Perhaps when you bring attention to these areas, you are allowed then to release some of the tension. Our attention can release the tension. So move down your body like this, down your face, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, down your chest, down the back of your head, your neck, your upper back. Move down to your stomach. Now move down to your kind of low belly, then your hips, then move down to your legs. You can move down one leg all the way down to your toes, and then move down the other leg. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. You could also do both legs together. But we really want to connect with a full experience of our physical body. We very often move through life without having much awareness about our physical sensations, feelings. This is to encourage you to connect more deeply with these sensations. Perhaps you're starting to notice that you have maybe a tightness in your mid-back. Perhaps you begin to notice that you have maybe an itch on your left shin or ankle. Whatever it is, this is an experience that your body is having that's separate from your mind, unless you are able to marry these two, body and mind. Body and mind. Now let us begin to engage with the breath. I would like to encourage you now to take a deep, rejuvenating breath and then release. When you release, do your best to really let everything go. Anytime a thought comes up, recognize the thought and return home. Return home to this present moment. Return home to your breath, to the sounds around you, whether that's my voice or something in the room with you. Return to a sensation, a physical sensation, the sensation of the air, the temperature around you, how your skin feels, the sensation of whatever you're seated or lying upon, supporting you, perhaps even the earth beneath your feet. Return back to this present moment using these different paths or doorways, like our breath, our senses, to return. Whatever you do, please don't judge yourself for having a thought. The beauty of meditation and why it is called a meditation practice is that it is a practice, I believe, of returning. We practice returning. This is a beautiful way of helping us to remain aligned in our daily lives when we become triggered and perhaps we start to go into an anxious thought cycle, or maybe we start to become incredibly judgmental, go down a judgmental thought cycle, or other ways in which we remove ourselves from the present moment. And as we practice meditation, we become more adept at returning. So, far from being an obstacle or a failure in our meditation practice, thoughts are actually, from my perspective, a powerful tool. Almost like if you work out with weights, it's that resistance. So you are resisting, and that's what helps you strengthen the resistance and working against that resistance. And similarly, when we are pulled into a thought cycle during our meditation practice, we can pull ourselves back, resist that, and that continued resistance is what can help strengthen our connection to the present moment. So breathe, and do your best to just try this. Just so you know, you're not alone in experiencing these different thoughts during meditation. You're not alone. And if you can find love for yourself in these moments, you can find love for yourself in moments when you might be more triggered. Just keep returning. Continue to return. If it's helpful, I could say, come back to me. Come back to me. I could say, come back to presence. Or return home. But if you're slipping away, I just want to remind you that home is waiting. we are here. You can return. Just return. And as John Lennon would say, let it be. Let it be. Can just be here. Can just exist. Right here. Right now. We can observe this present moment. And maybe one day even invite in a sense of awe for the beauty and wonder, the humor of this moment. Now on your next inhale, and when I say on your next inhale, just to clarify, I mean after I've finished explaining. So there's no pressure. You just keep going. You'll know when I'm encouraging you to breathe in. After I'm done on your next inhale, I would like for you to fill up your body with breath, then hold for just a moment before you release. Can you do that for me? Okay, on your next inhale. Let's do 3 cycles like that. Just holding for just a moment. And if you feel uncomfortable or dizzy, please stop engaging in this breath work and just go back to breathing as comfortably as possible. When you're done with those 3 cycles of breathing, return to a comfortable breathing pattern for yourself, but do your best to invite conscious breathing. So almost observing, witnessing your breath. Notice if maybe you start to breathe more shallowly when we're not engaging in these exercises. Perhaps now that we've been here relaxing together for a moment, your breath is becoming more slow, more gentle, flowing more smoothly. Just observe whatever is happening without any judgments. Just observe. And thoughts are sneaky. They might sneak in under the guise of presence. For example, your thought might say as you're observing your breath, "Oh wow, I'm breathing slightly different. I wonder why that is." And then the moment that we engage with that, it feels as though it has a free rein to take you on its journey of resisting the present moment. To say, "Oh, it's probably because I did this and that. I've been feeling so stressed lately. I bet that's why. Oh, it's because Nancy at work did this ego. It's very, they're tricksy. So, just practice recognizing when a thought is creeping up, or when you have been absorbed in a thought, and just do your best to return. And if your entire practice is thought, return. Thought, return. Thought, return. That's great. You're really strengthening that muscle, and there's no judgment. I would like to invite in a few mantras here. The first mantra, and you can say this mantra on your inhale. Your first mantra is I am, and then say your first name. You can say this to yourself or aloud. I am Anna. I am Anna. Now, the next mantra is I allow, and then fill in the blank with something that you would like to allow, would like to invite into your life. I allow confidence, resilience, love, kindness, compassion, friendships, whatever it is, I allow. I allow. I allow love. I allow love. I allow love. Just repeat this mantra. Now, repeat the mantra, I am, with your name, and I allow what you allow. So put these two mantras together. I'm Anna, and I allow love. Gorgeous. Now I would like for you to change the mantra to I am a vessel of, and fill in the blank. You can use the same, I am Anna, and I am a vessel of love. Something else, whatever you're resonating most with right now. I am a vessel of confidence. I am a vessel of healing. repeat I am and your first name, and I am a vessel of, and fill in the blank for the next few breaths. That's beautiful. Now, I would like you to place your hands on your heart space, if that's available to you and comfortable for you. While I pray to seal this meditation, I would like for you to repeat the mantra, I am filled with love. I am filled with love. You are divine. You are connected. You are expressive. You are loved. You are strong. You are creative. You are safe. Please feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. I will add a little bit of extra rain. I'll let it carry on a bit longer. And I'll let my cousin's beautiful music continue to play. My cousin makes this music. And if you wish to stay a bit longer here in this space, I open it to you with love and care. Thank you so much for joining me, and until I see you again, be so well. Can you come up on the pillow? She just wants cuddles. Come on, Mama. For today's video, I just wanted to do a little chakra activation. And just doing a little bit of balancing and aligning. But this is a new kind of video for me. I usually, speak directly to the collective instead of the individual, so that always happens when I'm trying to do it like up here. Perspective. Maybe your perspective on things is a little clouded at the moment. I'm not sure if that resonates with you, but that's what I'm getting here. But just sort of being aware of what is coming in so that we can be more prepared to make that decision. I love metallic sounds. There's like clicky clacky sounds. But it does have kind of a funny smell. I'm not gonna lie, when I first used it, I was like, what is that? But amethyst is a really great spiritually aligned stone. It can help with clarity, mental fog, really helps us see soberly. Invite some more mindfulness and some of this energy work that we've been engaging in.